Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Show him that. 6-6. Pull it high. Smooth.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And his throw is incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And connecting here with DJ Chark. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. X3. 218, chop. Lucky.
It'll be Minshew again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Jonah, 60 or. Hey, Charlie, get the right one.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how the defense reacts.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play there for Indy. 53 yards. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. They'll run on first down. Hines. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Hey, Echo! Recon, 132 fighter.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal.
We got 4. Hey, Foxtrot.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Kill.
On 2nd down, Minshew. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Rock it.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
On 1st down, it's Hines looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Five.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Ready? 10-2 stop. Blue draw corporate. Bravo. Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
We're going to work. Ready, set. 33, check like 33. Hey, come on, Jim. 80 weapon. Twist. Hey, zoom. Say go.
On 1st down, Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Miles Jack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check 99.
This is Hines. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Ready.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Hey, Alpha.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they work this out past the 25. 23 yards, the final tally. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a 1st down here. Here's Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, exit. 58, come on. 58, come on. Here it comes.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Justin Houston able to record his 5th sack of the season. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's
under pressure again, and down he goes again. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Minshew sets to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Come on, set.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gators.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Check 37. Check 37. Get it.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9. Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, he's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
You better bring. I'm letting you know right now. Yep. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check pass. Shoot.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, that's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On 1st down, Hines. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Hey, Orbit.
Mike's Fofo. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Go.
Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
44 is the mic. Go.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Allen. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds down, says the side judge. Incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 3rd and short.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo!
Mike. 44 is Mike. Check, check. He runs. 6'6". Pull it high. Snap.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Ready, break.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Check 9. 5.
Now Minshew. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd?
Right over there. Yeah. Mike 58, right there. I'm here all day.
Yo, go.
Go 58's the Mike. Watch the screen.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked into the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check. Hey, let go.
58, Mike.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball, defense.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards that time.
And the Jaguar first down.
This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
65. Go. 58's
the Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep middle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Josh Oliver in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out?
There he goes left side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. He's got it. They're back within a score. It's 21-13. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check. Hey. Let's go. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Coming this way.
So third and long, here's Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. They give him a gain of 38.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into third and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it first and 10.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. It'll be Minshew again. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw on second and 10, Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And now offensively it's third and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, exit.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
They had no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Yes, yes. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check. Go.
On 2nd and 9. Allen. He's got Jack Doyle. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now Callaway on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. The 30, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive. knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Pick your game up. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Tap. Watch the twist.
Hey, Haywood.
44, Mike.
Now.
And here's Allen to throw on third down. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Ready, 18, Gator.
Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
Go.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Minshew, 1st and 10. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, Charlie, pilot, 64, ready?
Looking to throw it, Minshew. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down. Not just...
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On the delay, here's Hines. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Hey, echo. Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
They want this. Mike, check 33. 33.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Deep rip, deep rip.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
You go take. You got that.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Ringo. Mike,
Go.
33.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go. Go. Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, rock it. Hey, go.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready, ready. 60 outlaw. Mike.
Mixon with a first down carry. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Tight dog. Out.
Bravo.
Mark 50.
Go. Ready.
From the 39, Minshew. And he floats one there, incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to it?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that
answer. That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
Hey, you.
58, right over there.
Minshew throwing on third down. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, 39 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And an alley to run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Check right. Hey, check.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
I'll get him.
Get out.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Funches has it complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 16. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Strip that ball.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Hey, exit. Spawn. X3. 218. 5.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, 7.
33. You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Defense wins shit.
Get it.
To throw, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for two here. From the gun, it's Allen. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Well, they tried to get two and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jaguars, the win here means it'll be a 7-1.
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in the pocket, I'm public. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a matching. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros,